What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we have some awesome information for you guys, like always, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So Disc Jam is launching on February 8th for the Nintendo Switch, and this is a little bit of a listing that I did miss last month, so I'm sorry about that, guys, but we do have the confirmation via eShop listing that it will be launching, in addition to the price as well and description of the game. So Disc Jam was confirmed last month, and it's currently slated for February 8th with a $14.99 price point. And in North America, you can take advantage of the preload option that's going on right now if you want to just download the game and be ready to play on February 8th. Now here's more information in addition to a trailer that you guys are checking out. So Disc Jam is a fast-paced action sports game that pits 2 to 4 players against each other in a frantic combination of air hockey and tennis. Players scramble to retrieve and throw a glowing disc while unleashing devastating abilities and defending their end zone. An exciting blend of strategy and skill, this arcade-inspired title boasts a zany roster of characters complete with friends both on the couch and online. So this is actually looking pretty cool, and it reminded me of like a 3D full version of like Windjammers, and that was a game that was out back in the day. I think it was like Neo Geo or something like that. I forgot exactly what system, but I just know that people were playing on the PS4 and PC. I've checked it out just a little bit, and I thought it was a pretty cool game as far as Windjammers go, and this seems like it's kind of like in the same line as that old school game. So I'm actually interested in this one. It's only $14.99. I'm going to see if I can potentially get a review code, because once I watched the trailer, I was like, yo, this could actually be pretty fun on the Nintendo Switch, and especially if they use HD Rumble. But this is one of those games, man, like I know button controls would probably be better for just precise and everything, but it would be kind of cool if there was motion controls kind of put into this game and you have the HD Rumble, like when you throw the disc and like when you catch it. I think that would be kind of fun to play with your friends that way. I know they're probably not going to do that in order to just make sure that the controls are completely accurate, but I still think it would be fun if they added some type of motion controls in. If they were going to, though, I thought they would have probably put it in the description, but we'll have to wait and see on the matter. So what do you guys think about Disc Jam? This game is already out on the PS4 and PC, so if you want to pick it up on there, you can do so, or you can wait for the Nintendo Switch version that's coming out on February 8th. Remember, once again, $14.99, and as of the time that I'm recording this video, the preload is only live in North America, and it might become available in Europe and other places afterwards, but we still need to wait on that. So what do you guys think about Disc Jam coming to the Nintendo Switch February 8th? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the next article here, this is kind of a follow-up on the article that I've done before with SEGA Teasing, and this time, instead of putting January 16th and a light bulb, they just put Two-Morrow ... and then the light bulb. Then they also have 2 points in the bottom left hand corner, and many have pointed out that 2 point made like a game called Theme Hospital, some type of hospital simulator or something like that. So it could be a re-release or a remaster or a sequel to Theme Hospital. And when I looked at the game Theme Hospital, because I had no idea what it was, definitely not too excited. But at the same time, would they be hyping up Theme Hospital if Sega was to do this? Sega hasn't done this in quite some time in terms of this type of Twitter hype for a game that they're going to be announcing apparently, or something that they're going to be announcing on January 16th, which is tomorrow as of the time that I'm recording this video. So we'll see what they have to do here, but tomorrow the possibilities are somewhat endless, right? Sega could have sequels to all sorts of games. How about a Skies of Arcadia 2? How about that? Maybe they're teasing Skies of Arcadia 2 tomorrow. As you can see there, they clearly put out 2. So to me, that makes it seem like there's going to be a sequel some way. Instead of just saying tomorrow, they actually have it out, TWO. So it could be Theme Hospital 2. It could be Skies of Arcadia 2. No, that's just me wishful thinking 2. That's just me being silly. I don't think it's going to be Skies of Arcadia. I think that they would have definitely announced it at some other point, maybe at an E3 or something like that. And I just think that Sega, and they just don't care, just because they would have at least released like a remaster at this point if they felt that Skies of Arcadia was going to be something going forward. So to me, I think that franchise is just going to be dead for like a really long time, and then maybe they'll just bring it back out of nowhere when we least expect it. But I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that it's some sort of Skies of Arcadia 2 or remaster or something like that. Or it's like Streets of Rage 2 remastered. I think Streets of Rage 2 released on the digital shops would be pretty freaking dope. I would actually really like that if they did Streets of Rage 2. That was one of the games that I played as a kid so much. I talked about it in my last video. So those are my two hopeful and wishful guesses that probably won't come true. Streets of Rage 2 and Skies of Arcadia 2, but really, if I could pick like one thing that I'd really want from Sega, it would be Skies of Arcadia 2, hands down. I think that game is the most underappreciated Sega game ever. Seriously, it's the most underappreciated Sega game. Sega just treats it like the redheaded stepchild. It is a fantastic, high-quality RPG, and they just have done nothing with it outside of Skies of Arcadia Legends on the GameCube. They canceled the PS2 version of the game, and they've brought back the characters like Vice and Ica. They brought them back for Valkyria Chronicles, but that's about it. That's the last time we've heard of anything to do with Skies of Arcadia. So what do you guys think about this in terms of the Two-Morrow tease from Sega? What are your thoughts? Don't hype yourself up too much, because then you might get a Theme Hospital and disappoint yourself, unless you really like Theme Hospital. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the final article here, CyberStep is bringing Onirigiri, Get Amped Mobile, and a new title, Akatsuki no Iu Breakers, to the Nintendo Switch, and hopefully I pronounced all of those right. Sorry if I didn't. So CyberStep announces its first Nintendo Switch titles, and multiple ones be it that. So CyberStep is bringing its massively multiplayer online action RPG Onirigiri, smartphone competitive action game Get Amped Mobile, and completely new action game called Atsuki no Iu Breakers, Heroes of Dawn Breakers, translated out, to Nintendo Switch in Japan in 2018, the company has announced. Now, Onirigiri is currently available worldwide for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS Vita, and PC. Get Amped Mobile is available now for Android via Google Play and is coming soon to iOS via the App Store. Now, further information on their brand new title, Akatsuki no Iu Breakers, was not announced, but 3 new games here. Obviously, they've seen the light when it comes to another Japanese developer bringing over some titles. Now, and I did do a little bit of research on Onirigiri, since that one seems to be the closest to be coming out, since it's on so many different platforms. The other 2 games are not released or still need to release on more platforms. So I want to talk about the first one here, Onirigiri. It seems like a pretty standard free type of MMO that you can play on your PC. It's action based. The graphics don't look too good at all, but then again, I mean, obviously this isn't like a high budget type of game, so it seems like a midline, that AA type of game or that single A type of game that can have some fun, but at the same time is kind of missing some things. One of the big things with this game is that there's no PvP as far as player versus player combat at all, so that's something that you can't really do. But you can work together with other people online in order to go on quests, take down bosses, get rewards, all the same MMO stuff that you're able to do. So that's something that the Nintendo Switch is really lacking, is MMOs. It doesn't really have any at this point, not that I can recall. There might be 1 or 2 or something like that, but there is not many on the system. Phantasy Star Online 2 Cloud will not be coming over to the Western territories, so if you want to play that game, you better know some Japanese, or you better just wing it, or have some type of translation guide or something like that, because anybody can download it if you just make a Japanese account. But there's not going to be many games that are going to be coming over in terms of worldwide. Now, this has only been confirmed for Japan at this point, but since it's already released on different systems in terms of Western release, I'm pretty sure they're going to do that for the Nintendo Switch as well. Plus, a lot of Japanese games have had some great success over here in the West. Some games even selling more when you think that Japan would be more on board with it. For example, like Disgaea 5 for the Nintendo Switch, the complete edition, that actually sold more in the West than it did in Japan. So it's going to be interesting just to see how they lay these games out when they launch during the year, and if people actually pick them up. I'm interested in Onirigiri. It's a free-to-play type of game on PC, but PS4 costs money. I'm not exactly sure of the price, but it's been out for quite some time in terms of PC. I think 2014 was around the time that it came out, and then the Xbox One and console versions came out a little bit after that, 2015 or 2016, something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but what do you guys think about this? We got 3 brand new games coming. I'm interested in this last one, but there's just no information on it, and the mobile game is a mobile game, but we'll see what they do. We've had some pretty good success with some mobile games that have came over. I know there's stuff like Cat Quest that was a mobile game more so than anything built on Unity, and it came over to Nintendo Switch and did very well on the system. So these games could have some success as well, as a lot of games have. So what do you guys think about all this when it comes to these 3 titles and the growing support when it comes to third parties on the Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. Well, check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you for the next video. Peace.